I've lived in Ecuador for about 15 years, and friends and family back in the States ask me if it's still a safe place to visit. It absolutely is safe for tourists, and I'll explain why. In Ecuador, we had a bit of a crisis that made international headlines for all the wrong reasons, and those headlines exaggerated the risk of visiting the country, in my opinion. If you look into the numbers, if you look at how it is actually on the ground, Ecuador has the same problem that Chicago has. We have gang activity in very specific neighborhoods, in very specific areas, and in the prisons. Chicago has a murder rate of about 20 to 30 per 100,000, and actually Ecuador has a number that's somewhat comparable to that. Considering the huge crackdown, we probably have a lower number at this point. When a visitor goes to Chicago, Southside is generally not the destination. You're going to Magnificent Mile, you're going to the waterfront, and even though Chicago has a bit of a overall high murder rate, your risk as a visitor is almost nothing. When a tourist comes to Ecuador, those bad neighborhoods really aren't the destination. You're going to the beaches, you're going to the jungle, you're going to the mountains, and your risk is about zero. Now, it is true that we had a crisis for about a week. Basically what happened is the government started cracking down on organized crime, and as a response, the gangsters tried intimidation tactics, and those tactics backfired on them spectacularly. There was a crackdown like you wouldn't believe, and now a month later, we celebrated Carnaval, everybody traveled, we all had a great time, there really weren't any incidents. Right now, I would feel safe sending my parents that speak pretty much no Spanish from where we live in the mountains all the way to the beaches on a bus alone. No worries, nothing's going to happen to them. Besides that, I don't think you'll find better hospitality than you will. I don't think you'll find more helpful people than you will here. My mother-in-law, for example, once drove an acquaintance of mine, a person I just met, like 3 hours from Quilotoa to Baños, and toured them around for free all day, just proud to show what this country has to offer. So, you know, don't pass up on the adventure of a lifetime. Ecuador is a peaceful, beautiful place. It has interesting cultures, amazing beaches, jungle adventures, mountains, rivers, culture, art, wildlife, food, and at amazing prices. On top of that, it's only like 4.5 hour flight from Miami, so hopefully we'll see you here. Nos vemos pronto.